She want the Gucci, but I want the Prada. We fought all day, but somehow I'm not bothered. Swerving away, I might pop on my collar. She call me daddy, but I'm not her father. She think she leaving me. She think it's time to go. She need to hang this shit up. These bitches feeding for me. Drinking Rico as I rock in the motherfucking truck.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl K-Way on a fresh new day, having it my way, and I'm back with another video, man. I told y'all I was gonna start doing more like episodes and making this a cooking show. I think that's the way I kind of want my content to go. Like I said, there will be vlogs and a lot of other stuff, but as far as the cooking content, I think that's kind of where I want it to start going, just doing like different episodes, having different people on here and stuff like that. But for right now, we are now officially on episode 2 of Kwaycooks, man. If you have not seen my first episode, make sure y'all go check that out. I was at the So 82 house. But we are back with episode 2 of Kwaycooks, and as y'all can tell by the title, we got a pre-Thanksgiving dinner. I could not wait until next Thursday, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This is also gonna be another opportunity where a couple people in the Houston area are gonna be able to try my food for free. It's not gonna be as intimate as my last event. It's kind of like my closer knit people. Super excited about that. Super excited about getting my name out there and allowing more people to try my food. And I love cooking, y'all. So it just warms my heart. It's the holidays. I know a lot of people don't have their family down here and stuff, and it's always good to have a good plate of food. So hopefully I can bless some people and they like the food. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. The menu is as follows. We're gonna have collard greens. I was lazy, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Normally I'll pick them fresh and wash them and do the whole thing in the sink, but I did not feel like doing all that. I'm gonna save that to the OG so I can try some of them next week. But for mine, I already bought these pre-cut greens with smoked turkey tails, baked drumsticks. We're gonna do some cornbread dressing, man. I'm super excited about this one, I'm not gonna lie, because it's my first time trying my mom's recipe. Growing up, me and my older brother Trey, we loved her dressing, and to this day, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm partial to my mom's dressing. You know, there's a lot of ways you can make dressing, but I'm definitely like a Jiffy cornbread dressing person. Mac and cheese, y'all seen me make my mac and cheese on that first video. This time I'll give y'all a breakdown of how I make my mac and cheese. I got some banana pudding in the fridge too, y'all. Made that early on. Y'all know banana pudding got to sit. And yeah, y'all finna get straight into it. I be having a hard time, I'm not gonna lie, thinking of stuff to like talk about with y'all when I'm in the kitchen cooking, because I'm the type of person that just throw my headphones in, or I have like a podcast going on in the background or something like that. Like cooking is really like my getaway. I really don't do too much talking and stuff when I be in the kitchen, but I'm trying to get out of that. You know, I really do want to do like this cooking show and do this cooking content for y'all. So this episode, we will be doing a Q&A sporadically for probably like the last 3 or 4 months. I like randomly ask my followers on IG, like, what's the Q&A or what's something y'all want to know about me? And I've been kind of keeping a running tally of those questions. I got some flashcards with all those questions on there, so y'all get to know me a little bit. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an OG, appreciate you still messing with me, man. But before we get into this video, y'all know what's good. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your granny, tell your dog, tell your cat. We gonna get right into it though, y'all. We got sage, poultry seasoning. I got minced garlic. I have jar turkey gravy. This is for the dressing. We got onion powder, garlic powder, Creole seasoning, black pepper, Italian seasoning, smoked paprika, adobo, white pepper, red pepper, and garlic salt. So those are gonna be all the things I use. This is brown sugar right here, y'all. And this is like a green seasoning pack. I'm gonna season up the chicken first, but before I do that, I'm gonna get my pot ready for my smoked turkey meat. Y'all know this turkey meat take a minute to cook, so I'm gonna go ahead. My hands is freshly washed, y'all. I washed them before I started the camera. But I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off in the sink, and then get the pot over here and start prepping my pot for the smoked turkey tails, because we're gonna let them boil for maybe about an hour, 2.5 hours before we add the collard greens. So, all right, y'all. This is my pot that I'm gonna cook everything. I'm gonna just throw this in here. Some people say they like to saute they onions and they vegetables and stuff prior to. I really don't feel like it makes that much of a difference, so I just put everything in here at first. I add my water and my seasonings and stuff, and then I go ahead and boil it. But if you want to saute your onions and peppers and stuff prior to that, you would do that right before you add this in there. So I'm gonna use like 1 onion worth probably for here, and then save the rest for the chicken when I bake the chicken. You could do regular baked chicken, but I like to throw a little vegetables in there because I feel like it helps with the flavor. So I'm gonna throw them green peppers and the rest of these onions on top of that chicken when I bake it. I did about half of the onions that we have, so we'll set that to the side for our baked chicken when we make that. Just the onions and the smoked turkey meat. So the first question, y'all, obviously I like to make sure everybody know who I am and I don't just like hop into stuff. So my real name, obviously I go by Kway. If you know me, a lot of y'all I feel like know me personally, so y'all already know. And I don't like hide my real name. So my username on all the platforms and stuff is my real name. But if you did not know, my name is Caitlin Walker. My middle name is Abigail. My family calls me Abby. I'm 27. Gonna be 28 in May. My birthday is May 5th. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. Big L's to my city. Y'all know I love St. Louis, man. I stay repping my city. But yeah, I'm from St. Louis, born and raised. Famous question in St. Louis too is, what high school did you go to? So me, I went to Ladue High School, but I did not grow up in Ladue. A lot of people be thinking like, oh, you went to that high school, that's where you've been your whole life, and it was not like that for me. I actually only spent 8th grade through senior year in the Ladue School District, but prior to that, we were staying in Castle Point, which is like North County, St. Louis. That was the first question, y'all. Onions, smoked turkey meat, and garlic in here. I'm gonna throw some water in here and fill it like basically all the way up for the most part, and then get this to a boil. Then once it's boiling, I'm gonna add the chicken bouillon, which is essentially like if I was to boil this in chicken broth, but me, you know, I'm frugal, so it's cheaper to buy the chicken bouillon cubes and make your own chicken broth. And I feel like it tastes better when you do it that way, but that's just me. So I'm gonna fill this up with water first, let it boil, and then I'm gonna come back and season it. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the water with the onions and the garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going on the fire. While we waiting on that to go, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our chicken. The chicken is gonna get to marinate for a little bit, cause I'm not gonna put this in right away, so that's why I'm seasoning now. I am kind of partial to chicken marinating. It is not necessary, but it helps the flavor to me. Let's see what this next question is. Y'all know I love my floor pan. I hate cleaning up. I really do. I don't know if it's any other cooks that are like that, but I love to cook, hate cleaning up. Like literally hate it. So somebody asked me how do I clean my chicken, and I know exactly who this was, and they was trying to be messy. That was from Serenity. She was trying to be funny because when I was at the Tube House making the chicken or whatever, some of them was shocked that I like clean my meat in the sink. So she was like, how do you clean your chicken or whatever? I clean my chicken in the sink, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't do like the whole vinegar, lemon, scrub it down and all of that. I line this with some paper towels in here, y'all, because I like to dry my chicken off first before I season it. What college did I go to and what did I study? When I say the name of my college, y'all are not gonna know. It's literally not even a college anymore. They shut down like a year ago or something, or maybe last year or something like that. But I went to Fontbonne University. That's Fontbonne, Fontbonne University in St. Louis, Missouri. I went there. I was able to play basketball. I had a little. It was basically no cost out of pocket for me to go there. Looking back, I still be just shaking my head at that decision. It's nothing wrong with Fontbonne, but like I just wish I took college so much more serious. Like I was only worried about playing basketball, and I didn't put as much thought into it as I should. And to this day, I can hear my mama saying like, no, you need to really do your research and da. I have a degree in biology. I have a minor in chemistry, a minor in One Health Science, and also a minor in psychology. What else we got? How did I get into food content? Y'all, that's a long story, honestly. Get this with some olive oil. Y'all know I like to coat everything in olive oil first. Cooking content, I think it was a bunch of trial and error for me. I'm not gonna lie. I knew I wanted to do social media. I knew I wanted to do TikToks and get my face out there and create some type of a following to eventually get money. But I wasn't like 100% sure on how I was supposed to do that, or how I was going to do that. This onion powder, y'all. So trial and error. I used to be on TikTok. I would post like, how you'll do the compilations on CapCut of like some really nice pictures of you or some really good photos of you, or then it might be a dance that's popular and you do the dance, and because people might think that you're attractive or whatever, it may go viral. So like I was trying to be more so on that side of things, and it was working for me. Like it was working for me, but it wasn't really something I was like invested in. Like I couldn't see myself doing that type of content day in and day out for the rest of my life. Like I wanted to be more than just a pretty face, basically. So during the midst of all of this, I'm still cooking. Like I'm still on my Instagram. Like at this point, I hadn't made the Kwaycooks thing or anything like that. But I'm still on Instagram cooking and posting on my story because that's just what I do. I cook. You know, that's just I cook literally every single night. So I don't know what happened. I think I ended up posting something on my story, or I really don't know, but I remember talking to a lot of people around me and being like, you know, I'm really trying to figure out where I should go with this content, because I was creating a following, but I'm like, I'm not really doing what I want to do for real. So I need to find something that is lucrative and also like something that I really enjoy, and that was food. After a bunch of trial and error, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I just honed in on the food, which is crazy because now that I think about it, it's like, why didn't you just start here? Like, this is literally something that you enjoy, you do every single day. My brother's a chef. I grew up cooking. Back to the food real quick, y'all. I just seasoned this down with some salt, two different types of salt, Creole, garlic salt, a little bit of adobo, garlic powder, onion powder. I got some minced garlic in here, smoked paprika. Then I'm gonna throw my onions in here. Like I said, I just do this for flavor. You don't have to, but this is just something I like to do. And y'all know how we do. We get up in here, we gonna get a good mix going. But yeah, y'all, that's how I got into my cooking content. And I can honestly say that I'm glad I did, because it's really like a stress reliever for me. I went through a lot this year and still am going through a lot this year. And I can honestly say like cooking is really my little getaway. Chicken is gonna marinate for a second, probably for about an hour or so until that smoked turkey meat is done. Sure, I got my hands washed. I'm gonna go ahead and take this on over to the fridge and let it marinate for a little second before we throw it in the oven. This is how we looking, y'all. Y'all see, we don't skimp on the seasonings. Now we're gonna get started on the dressing. So the dressing, like I said, is cornbread dressing. So we're gonna cook the jiffy first, and then I'm gonna show y'all everything else we added to it. This next question, I low-key been avoiding it, not gonna lie, because I feel like I'm gonna cry. But I'm gonna go ahead and answer it. What are some of the struggles that you faced so far on your faith journey? Just a little disclaimer, those who don't know, I've been like purposely trying to get closer to God since like, I would probably say since I moved here, I'm not gonna lie. Moving here was good, but like a lot of bad happened to me when I was moving here too. And I found myself like in a weird space. Like I was happy, but like so much bad stuff was going on, and it just conflicted my emotions. I was depressed for a while. A lot of people don't know about that. I went through a time span where I was drinking every single day. A lot of people don't know about that. But my faith journey as of lately has been great. In the beginning, I feel like I struggled with my faith journey because I was kind of like scared to talk to God, just to keep it a buck. Like with me, I'm not gonna say everybody, but with me, like I be knowing what's right and I be knowing what's wrong, and I will still choose to partake in something that I know is against God or whatever because of something else. Like I just make an excuse and that'll be the reason. So me, when I got to the point and I was like to my senses or whatever, I was like ashamed. Like I was like, I can't approach God like that. Like I just did so and so and so and so, and I know I ain't had no business doing that. Like I can't approach God like that. And then that became like what's the word? That became like my overall thought towards God. Like basically, like if I wasn't living kind of right, or if I wasn't trying to live right or whatever, like I don't have any business talking to him. And you know, that's of course not true at all in the slightest bit, and it really was the devil actually trying to keep me further and further away from God. So I'm grateful that I have reached the point now in my faith journey to where I talk to God no matter what's going on. It'll be times where I'm out drinking and I might be intoxicated, but I still feel something to say a quick prayer or whatever, and not to be disrespectful to God, but just like, if I feel it, I'm gonna do it, and it don't really matter where. You know, of course, everybody knows the Bible verse that say, "Come as you are." You know, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be this pristine churchgoer who knows how to say all these verses and Bible scriptures and all of that. Like, just be you, because God, that's all that God wants is you. Hold on, y'all. Had to go get my eggs and my milk for this. But yeah, I'm just learning to be you and just create your relationship with God. That was another thing too. I grew up in church, so I had like a false idea of what I thought a relationship with God was supposed to be, or like I would try to like mimic someone else's relationship, or like if they living like this and they doing this for God, or God is doing this for them, I need to kind of try to do the same thing as them or something like that or whatever. But like I said, I'm just grateful that I'm out of that mindset. Like, I really am in the mindset now of where I truly understand that my relationship with God is my relationship with God. Like, it's not anybody else's relationship. It's not anyone else's, place to speak on how I talk to God, what I talk to God about, or whatever. Like, it's truly between me and God. And if God wants to fix something about me, He will do that in His own way. Sorry, I did a little preaching sermon for y'all. But I had to. Hopefully, I encourage somebody. Hopefully, y'all. What's 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. And that's okay. Cause this is a cup, so we gonna say. Y'all say that's about 2/3, and that's more. That's about 3/4. Oh well, in Jesus' name. I gotta show y'all something that I got from the liquor store earlier. I was gonna take a shot right when I started the thing, but I want to get some of the food in the oven, and before I get a little too lit, won't be cooking nothing. But yeah, I got a little bottle I wanted to show y'all. It was super cute. Did I do that right? Cause it's looking a little thick. Oh, I need some more water. Yeah, I think we need some more milk. Cause what? I don't think maybe that ain't really a cup. This is the cornbread batter. So once this is cooked, then we'll add everything to it that makes it more like dressing. So we gonna cook this. I think it's 400. I didn't throw the thing away. Hold on, y'all. All right, it says 15 to 20 minutes on 400 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started and pop this in the oven. Go ahead and saute this. These are the vegetables for the dressing. This is green peppers, green onions, and celery. I'm gonna saute this with a little bit of poultry seasoning, sage, and black pepper. I might add, a little bit, some extra. If I do, I'll let y'all know, but those were my mother's instructions. So I'm gonna try not to stray too far away from the recipe because this is my first time trying it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and saute these up, get the cornbread cooked. I'm gonna probably throw the macaroni noodles in to boil. If y'all have not liked, comment, or subscribed by now, what are you doing? We're gonna take a break, but before we take a break, I gotta show y'all something. I normally do not opt for Tito's, but this was too cute. Look at this, y'all. Look. Is this not too cute? We're gonna take one shot before the break, man. If you got a drink, if you don't, if you smoke, if you drink tea, if you drink coffee, if you drinking water, we just go cheers. Cheers to more life, to happy holidays, man, to everybody. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that's liquor. Oh. All right, y'all. Let me finish this up, and I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, we back. We not quite ready for everything to go into the oven because I do want to put the chicken, mac and cheese, and the dressing in the oven at the same time so everything can be done at the same time because they all take about an hour or so to cook. I'm waiting on the mac and cheese noodles to get done, and then that smoked turkey meat is still going. She said bake the Jiffy, and then you want to add all your cans. So the cans that she told me to get was cream of chicken, cream of celery. I wanted to get the Campbell's brand. That's one thing that I remember my mama teaching me growing up. She was like, a lot of stuff, you could cheat the recipe on to get the cheaper brand, but when it comes to dressing, like basically anytime you have to use a cream of something, you always want to go with Campbell's because they taste better, and that's definitely true. But I searched like 3 or 4 stores and I could not find cream of celery in the Campbell's brand, so I ended up getting the Kroger brand, but I was able to find Campbell's and everything else. So cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, and a can of French onion soup. And these are the sauteed green peppers, green onions, and celery that I showed y'all prior to. I sauteed them up with just some poultry seasoning, sage, and black pepper. So we got our cooked Jiffy. We're gonna break this up and kind of get it in that consistency like dressing, and then we're gonna add everything. So let me stir my noodles real quick, y'all. You just gonna come in here, and this part I remember, like my mama, she is a big part of the reason why I know how to cook. Like she literally told me, she's like, you're gonna have your own house one day, your own family that you need to know how to cook. But yeah, so right here, I'm just chopping it up. Not like super duper fine, but you know, just chopping it up, breaking it up so it's not like a cake, because we're about to mix in some things. So as we mix it, it'll continue to break up. I'm gonna just leave it like that for right now. Yeah, it smells so good in here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add this. I low-key feel like I did too much, but well, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. So ain't no such thing as too many vegetables, so that's just what that's gonna be. So we're gonna throw that on here. I really don't think the order matters, y'all. So just throw on whatever, in whatever order you wanna do. This the cream of chicken. Gonna throw that up on there. This part always grosses me out, like, and to think that some people eat this, like people really do eat cream of chicken soup. Like they add a little water to it, or they just warm it up and they just eat it like that. That is so nasty to me. But as a binder, as a, you know, as a completer to most meals, yes. These cream of chicken and cream of mushrooms get me through. But, oh my God, I'm getting nostalgia, y'all. This is straight, I remember as a kid, this is how it went. So that was the cream of mushroom. This is the French onion soup. I'm gonna do half of this because the recipe she sent me, she said a whole can, and I'm doing like half of her recipe. So I'm gonna save that because I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I'm not gonna pour all of that right away. And then the same with the cream of celery. She told me a full can for the recipe she had. So again, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it here. That's the gravy. Again, I don't know how much. We're gonna go ahead and just stir it up, y'all. That's all we doing, y'all. I feel like if this turned out good, I'm like I could do the Thanksgiving dinner. Like you know how it's like you gotta graduate, you gotta slowly work yourself into it to see if you could do Thanksgiving. But if this turned out good, I think I might be able to do a little Thanksgiving dinner. It's looking promising, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's looking quite promising. I haven't tasted this yet, but just because I'm me, I'm gonna just go ahead and season it again with the same thing. This is exactly what I seasoned the vegetables with. So black pepper, sage, and poultry seasoning. I'm just doing a little bit more of that. There we go, y'all. We cooking with hot grease. We cooking, y'all. I think it's time for another shot, y'all. What y'all think? I'm finna taste it. Ooh, I do not want to taste this, y'all. Okay. It's just like don't look good, but she said taste it. It's giving. Mama, you might know what you're doing. You might know what you're doing, girl. It's giving. It ain't as good as yours, but it's giving. The taste is definitely there. Like it definitely tastes like dressing. I'm not gonna add nothing else. Now, like I said, all of these is gonna go in the oven on 400 for about an hour. And here, y'all remember the chicken from earlier. I did throw a little bit of chicken broth on the bottom of that pan. All right, y'all, while we waiting on the other batch of noodles to get ready, we're gonna take another shot and we're gonna keep going with a couple of these questions. So, cheers to y'all, man. We almost done with the cooking segment. I know I'm taking forever, but if you're still watching the video, I appreciate you rocking with me. Oh, this question says, do I have a New Year's resolution? I have a lot, to be honest, but I'm gonna say I want to be completely sober in 2025. Genuinely, before I started to partake in all of this stuff, I was one of those people. I was an athlete, and I was just one of them people who just did not do any of that. And so to see myself where I am, I'm not like ashamed or anything like that, but it'd be like, you know, what happened? Like I really was adamant on that. And I done went through a lot, so I'm sure that there's some type of like coping mechanism involved with it as well. But I'm determined to break that cycle in 2025. So I would say that that's probably my big, major New Year's resolution for next year for sure. This is a good one. This says, how do I feel about becoming an aunt? I told y'all, you know, I'm the only girl out of 5 kids. I got 4 brothers. I'm the second oldest. So my oldest brother recently married last year, 2 years ago. Wait, when did he get married? He got married last year. And I have a beautiful little niece now. So I don't know. I don't think it really has hit me because I haven't met her yet. I've seen her through FaceTime and stuff like that, but I don't think it's really like hit me until I like hold her. Like I don't think it's gonna hit until then. But just the simple thought of being an adult, being somebody that somebody truly looks up to. Like, you know, I have my siblings. Like I said, I am the second oldest, so I know in a sense my younger brothers look up to me, but it's like, now it's like I really know that this baby is gonna look up to me. I never got a sister in the midst of all of this. Like I said, I got 4 brothers, so she's definitely like my little sister. So I love being an aunt, even though I haven't held her yet or anything like that. I got so much love in the world for you, baby girl. Like I cannot wait to spoil you and give you everything that you want. Anytime your mama or your daddy say no, just call TTK. And I promise you, we gonna get it. It don't matter how big, how small, whatever's going on. But I'm gonna make sure you have everything that you need, everything that you want. But yeah, I love being an aunt. I'm hoping to be an aunt to many more, hopefully. You know, I got all them brothers, so it's time to start popping them out. But yeah, I love being an aunt, and I cannot wait to meet her, man. That's that, y'all. Finna get that going in there. And then I'm finna get my cheese sauce going. Once I get done with my cheese sauce, I'm gonna come back and pour it over here and show y'all. Next question says, what's my pet peeve? I have a lot of pet peeves, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm easily irritated. My number 1 pet peeve, like, literally, like, if you trying to piss me off, do this. When somebody says, like, oh, I gotta tell you something, or they be like, never mind, or they say, like, oh, I gotta tell you something, they say, I'm gonna tell you later on. Like, tell me now, because now, like, it's burning inside of me and I need to know. Why? I don't know. But, like, tell me now, because, like, we really will get into an argument about that. Like, I will stop everything and be like, bro, tell me. Like, literally tell me. I hate when people do that, and I don't know why I hate that, but it grinds my gears. Like, that is literally my biggest pet peeve. Like, don't start no sentence and not finish it around me. I hate that. For the sauce for the mac and cheese, it's literally just whipping cream and cheese and butter. So I really can't even tell y'all how much I'm putting in here. It really is just an amount, a guesstimate amount. But before I add my cheese or anything like that, I bring my butter and my whipping cream to a boil. So that's all that I have in here right now, and then I'm gonna take it over and let it boil for a little minute. This is my cheese mixture right here, y'all. Like I said, sharp, mozzarella, regular cheddar. Then I got a little bit of Parmesan. We got the cheese sauce ready. Then you just pour it across your noodles. Get it all up in there. This is just to give it that look. I don't know if y'all know, but like when people be bringing a mac and cheese out the oven and they got like that brown crisp on the top, it's because of this. That smoked paprika. So we just gonna throw a little bit of that on there. We gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy in the oven. I'm gonna wrap it up. We got the chicken in there already. We got the dressing in there already. The greens, they finna get thrown in there. That meat about done. Once that meat is done, I'm gonna move y'all to where y'all can see me do the greens. But I'm gonna let everything cook for a minute, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish everything up, man. Right here is just a time lapse of everything I did to make the greens. So make sure y'all paying attention. Just all the seasonings I use are right there. And yeah, while I'm doing this, enjoy this song by my brother Big Slicks.
Pretty scream, leave your bones.
300 is the Benz. All my shit I drop for a Matic. She wanna fuck with my twin. Told that bitch, let's get it. Alright, yeah. Didn't even know y'all was friends. Broke both them hoes, they do gymnastics. Blind 19, 30 clip, I'm not scared to blast it. I'm a money machine, I'm running it up. Like, yes, I need that Bentley. I'ma fuck out every store I go in. Like, yes, I'm spending plenty. Niggas got rags, sex feel, I got a gang. I turn the traction off and put it in track. Losing control in the track hawk. I got the ice, I got play for the Black Hawk, yeah. I need protect. I'm tryna flood on my wrist. Pull up and flex. I be talking my shit. These hoes can't really just leave me alone. Cause a nigga rock the best fist. Bad bitch look like me alone. Can't get off my dick, I rock balance, I got it on. I got a DR cologne. No, I don't pick up my motherfucking phone. Don't answer text, all these niggas know that I'm next. All she do is bring me stress, yeah. Traded that bitch for a new bitch, I need the best. Told her all I need is one night, though. She wrote me not like the bite, whoa. 4 AM, she looking right. Still left her, that bitch on my tank. I pulled up in that fucking Tesla. Know this bitch that model S. She said she likes you do it bad, yeah. And I sure wanna need my best, Got that bitch asking for prices, It's a freestyle. Yeah, I ain't had to rehearse. Niggas know I got it on me, right?
Alright, y'all. I know this has been a long one, but I appreciate y'all for staying with me and sticking with me. It's literally 7 o'clock, bro. I started cooking at like 2 p.m. G, like I said, I'm really in my auntie era, my old lady era for sure. But this is the finished product, y'all. We got the baked chicken. It's a little black on the bottom, but nothing is burnt at all. It's just because I didn't have enough lubricant in there. So as it started cooking, it started browning a little bit on the sides. But the chicken is, yeah, for sure. This is the dressing. Going back, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I probably could have went a little less with the broth. Like, I probably could have went without the broth, to be honest. It's a little soupy, but it is fresh out the oven. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little minute and let it come to. This the mac and cheese, y'all. No explanation needed. Come on now. No explanation needed. Banana pudding. Come on now. If y'all interested to know how I made this, there is a YouTube short and TikToks. There's a bunch of videos out there with me making this, so make sure y'all go check that out. And then we got the greens, man, the life of the party. Y'all see it, man. I appreciate you if you still watching. Big love to you, man. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all tapping in with me on all my social media platforms. We got more content coming. We got more videos coming. We got more everything coming, man. Make sure y'all keep tapping in with me. It's Kway on a fresh new day, having it my way. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
You